Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing turnout today.
I want to commend you on what you said when you got teary, because my question was to address how you're addressing the obstacles and challenges with regards to all this growth with the heart. So you did address that. But what I want to ask you now, more importantly, is you saved it until a long time. Like you've caught us with your commercials and then you added the heart at the end. At what point will Beta lead with the heart?
Interesting.
Mainly as an extension, because I'm greedy, because you haven't said circular economy once. And if we continue to mine, no offence to the miners in the room, I love you too, but if we continue to mine our mines and not start mining the urban land, we will run out of resources. And you haven't mentioned circular economy once, and sustainability dances around impact, but I want to hear more about the action you're taking to ensure that the resources are from more of that heartfelt repair, renew, repurpose side of the business.
Yaz, one of the things that I'm passionate about is that with any decision that we make, we do it in a way that has an economic, sustainable focus. So Brisbane Economic Development Agency, part of our elevator pitch is that we look for sustainable economic growth. Now, people thought that sustainable meant that it's going to be long-term, it's not sugar hits for the city. We're 100% committed to a sustainable focus. In fact, anything that you do within the as an Olympic city moving forward, actually has 100% written in calculations of how you need to approach this with a sustainable focus. So Yaz has got a company called Circonomy. It's about looking after those initial products. I'll probably stuff it up, but as an example, when FIFA World Cup came to Brisbane, which we all were involved and we loved, all that infrastructure, a lot of the product that existed around that, instead of going to landfill, Circonomy comes and finds another home for it. Now that's the whole idea of what we should be starting to look at. So where Dexus is at the moment, as that initial building came down, 98.5% of the steel is being repurposed back into other products rather than just being thrown into the scrap heap. So the work that we're doing, not only is that, there's a company, sorry to prattle, but there's a company that you're going to love, and this is really exciting. And once again, it's coming out of Brisbane. It's one of those meetings, I think we've all been in them in our lives. We've been in a lot of boring meetings. I had this genius that I was presenting to Treasury and to investors, and that's one of the beauties of my role. I get to meet with people that are just extraordinary in their intellect and their vision for a better world. And this group is mainly driven by this guy, and I can't talk about the name because it's still they're still coming up with their business proposition. But they have come up with the invention that actually can break down every product. So tyres, how that's been an issue in the past. They have invented the way to actually break down tyres and to be able to recycle all materials back into the ecosystem. And he was shithouse at explaining this into this group. And in the end, I said to him, can you talk about it? Stop talking in science figures, in science talk. What do you really say? These people just want to know the power of what you've done. And it's literally, he's now got a factory out in the outskirts of the city, but it came out of his literal garage. And this will globally lead the world. Like not maybe, this will globally lead the world. And he said, I think, I get emotional saying this as well because it was such a beautiful moment. He goes, yeah, I think Yeah, no. I've discovered the way that we no longer need landfill for the rest of the world, forever. And the guy, the person who leaned forward and said, they're one of those leaning forward moments. What do you mean? He goes, yeah, we won't ever need landfill ever again if this takes off. It's coming out of a garage in Brisbane, and it's extraordinary. So then I started putting the narrative behind that. I said, so you're saying that you could break down the tyres and that could become the Racketan and join the Racketan for that synthetic athletics track that we're going to put in the Gabba, and that will be a fully sustainable athletics track. He goes, oh, yeah, that's easy. I thought, wow, what extraordinary. So we could be the first city that actually really does the sustainable Olympics.
Thank you for letting me ask one more question. And what an amazing event. Congratulations, Andre. It's my first time here. I've met some incredible people. It's sensational. Thanks for the invite, Matt. I just wanted to say to Anthony, or ask you a question. The people I've met in this room today have been incredible. One question to you is, what can we as business leaders and people across Brisbane do best? What's the one thing we could all do to support Beta in the next 5 years?
Beta, I believe our key, our true purpose, and I'm driven by purpose, have been all my life, is to listen and to be the aggregator or the catalyst to allowing you guys to do what you do best. And I think one of the things that we need to be doing is there is so much extraordinary talent that's either in this city or wanting to come into this city, that we need to be the group that, because by our purpose and by our very nature, we get to meet these people always, is to be the connector. So if you need to be connected, if you need to understand how to grow your business and get introduced to a new network or whatever, that's our job. And our job is to help you achieve your KPIs.
Well said.